Hello everyone, this is the Mayor of Gaming, and welcome out to another episode of, just looking at the best deals I can find on the Humble store for the spring sale. Again, not a great title. In fact, I believe it changes each time I say it, so let's just hop right into it. First off, we have a game that I fell in love with and became extremely addicted to for a good few weeks. Legend of Grimrock 2. Now, if you played Legend of Grimrock 1, you kind of know what to expect with this game. Big dungeons, bunch of monsters to fight, spells to collect, hidden items everywhere, secrets to be found, and in general, just a wonderful dungeon crawler to explore and enjoy. Story's kind of spotty, but that's not the important thing here. The gameplay is what sells it. It plays a lot like classic games such as Eye of the Beholder and just old-style dungeon crawlers like that. It's a great game. A lot of fun. Highly recommend it. I started a Let's Play of it on this channel before I got bored of doing a Let's Play and just stopped. However, for $7.99, damn good price to pick it up at. It normally goes for $23.99, so yeah. Legend of Grimrock 2, very, very much worth it. Especially if you like RPGs and dungeon crawlers. So next, if you like stealth games, if you like platformers, if you like ninjas, if you said yes to any of them, or all of them, Mark of the Ninja Special Edition is a game I cannot recommend enough. It's one of the best stealth games I've ever played, and it's 2D. It's great. Art style is wonderful. The stealth is actually really, really fun. You can get through the game without killing a single person. Well, excuse me, but mostly without killing a single person. Really cool game. Story's interesting, but really it's the level design and the environments that you have to go through and sneak through that really sell this game. Right now you can pick it up for $5.99, down from $17.99, and that's a pretty damn good price. I've seen it, I think, in bundles before, so you might be able to get it a little cheaper that way, but if you don't own it, this is definitely a great way to get it. And this is the special edition, which comes with the developer's commentary and things like that, some special features. So yeah, this is definitely a thing to pick up if you enjoy stealth games, platformer action games, or just ninjas in general. So, moving on. Hotline Miami. This is the first one, so if you've never played the first one, if you're one of the maybe 3 people out there that haven't, this is definitely one that you should purchase right now. $2.49, down from $9.99, and it is best described as a really frustrating murder simulator, to put it bluntly. You slip into places, you kill everyone inside, usually mob bosses, members of a mafia, or just... the story's kind of complex. I don't really want to ruin too much, and you work your way through a really psychedelic neon story. It's hard to explain, but definitely worth it. Music is amazing. Hotline Miami 2, while pretty good, I don't think was good as the first one. Or it wasn't as good as the first one, but it was pretty good nonetheless. However, if you haven't played Hotline Miami yet, now is the best time to pick it up. It's amazing. So, moving on. Stronghold Crusader HD. If you're not familiar with the Stronghold game, it's kind of a real-time strategy castle building style game. A lot of fun. Crusader gives it kind of a Arabian land feel. It's great. It's just a lot of fun. You build quarries, you get materials, you build walls, you fend off attackers, build an army, and you can do this for $2.49, down from $9.99. Kind of a pattern we're seeing today, so yeah. Definitely a great game if you enjoy castle building type game, like fortress building style things, or if you enjoy real-time strategies in general, definitely something to look at. So, Stronghold Crusader HD. I don't think it's as good as the original Stronghold. Stronghold was kind of a game that started off really strong, then each game got a little worse as it went on. But Crusader HD was still pretty good, especially if you like Arabian-style games. Or, settings, rather. So, anyway, next. Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition. This is a game which best way to put it, you're a kung fu cop in Hong Kong. It's like you're living a kung fu movie type experience, and it's so good. It's great. You pretty much you're in the middle of Hong Kong. You play as a double agent. You're a cop, but like you're undercover as a member of the Triad, trying to bring it down. And you find yourself stuck in a quandary between your Triad brothers or being a police officer. The story's kind of interesting. It is the action that sells the game, though, and the just everything that you can find within the game to do. Like when you're trying to hunt down a suspect, you don't pull out a gun and your taser or whatever. No, you run in and kick him in the face with a flying dragon kick or something. It's awesome, really cool. And yes, Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition, you can get it right now for $7.49, down from $29.99. Now, the Definitive Edition comes with all DLC extensions, including Year of the Snake and Nightmare in North Point. And it also enhances the visuals, audio. It makes a fantastic looking game look even better with all the DLC intact. This is actually a really good deal. If you haven't played it, this is a game to pick up right now. If you have played it and haven't really, gotten any of the DLC, give this a shot. I mean, it's a lot of fun. Plus, if you're a PC user and you've only played it on consoles previously, this will give you a whole new experience. It's amazing. So, next, Volgar the Viking. This is one of the more brutal platforming experiences I've played in freaking years. It does say return to the golden age of arcades, but I wouldn't really call this an arcade-style game. I would say this is more of just a brutal platformer where you die in just a couple of hits. It's a lot of fun. The artwork is great. The enemies are varied. There's maybe 5 levels, but you're going to be hard-pressed to make it through all 5 of those levels, especially if you're going for the alternate path, which requires you to go through harder versions of those levels. I've actually beaten the game without doing the alternate path, so that, I guess I haven't really gotten the true ending, the best ending, if you will. I do want to go back and give that a go, but Volgar the Viking, a lot of fun, really hard. If you're up for a challenge, this is the game to do it. If you just want a relaxing platformer, then you got other choices you should take, not this one. And right now, you can get it for $1.99. It's great. $1.99, Volgar the Viking. It's down from $9.99. This is a great price for the platformer. Hell, I'd say $10 is a good price for this. So, yeah, $2? Hell yes. Next. Remember how I said Tim Schafer actually had talent at one point? Brutal Legend was kind of the last gasp of that. It wasn't great, it wasn't amazing, but if you're a metalhead, it's definitely a game that you would enjoy. They say it's kind of a universe somewhere between Lord of the Rings and Spinal Tap. It's an action-driving game with strategy elements, and I guess there was a few areas. I don't know. The gameplay itself was kind of confusing, and it didn't quite know what it was doing, which is why it wasn't a amazing game, but it was a unique game. And for $224, it's a good deal. It's down from $14.99, so you're paying $2.25 for a really heavy metal adventure game. It could be better, and it's a shame we're not seeing. It's a shame we're not seeing Tim Schafer making games like this anymore. Instead, we're getting him being just a douche and watching Double Fine slowly sink into the waves. But if you want to see Double Fine's last gasp of creative thought, this is definitely something to pick up. Moving on. Letter Quest: Grimm's Journey. This is a interesting game. It's a turn-based RPG where you attack by spelling words. However, monsters fight back, creating different letter tiles, using poison, plague, stone, whirlwind, or even stealing health to heal themselves. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's an RPG/puzzle game The game describes it as using Scrabble or making Scrabble an RPG. As confusing as that is, it works rather well. So, if you like puzzle games, check out Letterquest Grimm's Journey. If you like RPGs, but, maybe you kind of want a bit of a puzzle element to the battle, this is definitely a game for you. Right now, it's going for $2.66, down from $7.99. Great deal, a lot of fun, really nice animation, good artwork, addictive as hell game. So, yes, let's move right along. Unepic. Daniel was an average guy, a great video game player, big fan of sci-fi, and a novice RPG player. Pretty much he was in the middle of a session of what could be described as Dungeons & Dragons, and he was teleported to a castle. At first he thought it was a hallucination, and then he just kind of wanted to keep playing in his own adventure. He decides to go along for the ride until his delirium comes to an end. However, inside the castle, he is inhabited, kind of possessed, not really, by a mysterious shadow, the dark spirit, who communicates with him but cannot control him. He wants to escape from Daniel's body, which is a prison at this point. However, he can only get out if Daniel dies. So you get a neat little back and forth between the spirit that wants out of his body, but he can only do so by killing Daniel, so sometimes he'll give you some misinformation. It's an interesting twist on a fantasy tale. Neat little platformer, dungeon crawler, adventure sort of thing. It's kind of like a Metroidvania, I kind of hesitate to say, but it kind of is. It's a lot of fun. If you like RPGs, if you like kind of Dungeons and Dragons and things like that, you would appreciate the humor that this game has. Yes. Let's keep it rolling, moving right along. Oh, wait, I forgot to mention, Unepic currently is $3.24, down from $12.99, so, it's a pretty good deal, so. Anyway, next up we have Bit.Trip presents Runner 2, Future Legend of Rhythm Alien. This actually is a very charming game. It's not really an infinity runner, but each level has its own beat that you have to play to. Running, jumping, sliding, kicking, bouncing off of springs. It's really fun. It's really great, and you have Charles Martinet as the announcer. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly, but yeah. There's over 120 levels, over 5 worlds, 5 bosses, and there are 8 different characters that honestly all play the same, but they have different costumes. It's just kind of a cute thing. This is just a lot of fun, and you'll find a lot of your time going into this game. And for $1.49, this is very much worth it. It's down from $14.99 right now, and you'll find yourself pretty addicted to Runner 2. It's just this is definitely one to give a go. So anyway, next. The last game we have on the list for today is Deus Ex Human Revolution Director's Cut. If you've ever played Deus Ex Human Revolution before, you know it was good, but it had some flaws. Director's Cut kind of fixes a lot of those. They fix the bosses, it's still kind of but, it's not as bad as it was. It also kind of gets rid or tones down that orange filter that was over everything. It's a great game. This is the Director's Cut, and as such it involves all the DLC bundled. It has all that bundled with it. Better graphics, I think that was added to this. I do know that it looks nicer just because I got rid of the orange everywhere. But yes, Deus Ex, Human Revolution, if you haven't played it, you are Adam Jensen, an ex-SWAT specialist who's been handpicked to oversee the defensive needs of one of America's most experimental biotechnology firms. You are supposed to safeguard company secrets, but Black Ops team breaks in, kills every scientist you were hired to protect. Everything you knew about your job changes. He didn't ask for this. Pretty much you end up becoming a bionic, part man, part machine. It's it's really good. I don't want to ruin the story for you, because if you haven't played it, there's a lot of cool shit that happens. It's a lot of moral quandaries and mixed inside of a package with some great gameplay and just some really cool sneaking action. It's great. I usually go stealth-based with non-lethal because it's more fun that way for me. Also, I don't feel right about killing some of the people, because I'm not going to kill a cop or something if it means, just, I don't know. So, anyway, that wraps up today. The Humble Spring Bundle still has quite a while left, so tune in tomorrow and we'll see what else is in store. Until next time, this has been the Mayor of Gaming. Have a good one.